Hey guys, it's Ash. What is up? I am back again for another video. So this is actually my second attempt at this video, but yes, the first time it didn't go very well. Something was new. I have a lip piercing. That's cool. In a few months it'll be a lip ring, but for now I have to use a stud until it heals. But yes, if I'm talking a bit weird, it's just because it's a bit swollen, and so I got it yesterday, so it's a bit painful. And so yes. But so basically I had an idea on something I wanted to do on this channel, and sorry, my room's a mess, I need to clean it. I had a idea on what I wanted to do on this channel, and so basically I wanted to talk more in detail about dysphoria, but I realised that I'm dysphoric, and I don't know how to explain this. I'm dysphoric about a lot of different things, and it's quite known for trans people to feel dysphoric about different things. For example, I'm dysphoric about my voice, my face, my chest, my general body, just quite a few different things. And so to go through everything I'm dysphoric about in detail to, you know, create more understanding about it, it would be a very long video. So I thought I'd break it down into a video about each thing I'm dysphoric about, just so people can understand a bit more about dysphoria, because dysphoria is a massive part of being trans. I mean, dysphoria is what makes you trans, and so yeah, this first video in the kind of, I don't know, dysphoria series, I don't know, and like in the videos of dysphoria, I need a haircut. In the videos of dysphoria, this first one, it is going to be about my chest, because that's the most, I don't know, maybe pressing issue right now. And so yes, without any further ado, because I'm already like 2 minutes into it and I haven't even started, so yes, without any further ado, let's talk about my chest. So basically, I don't know what the definition of dysphoria is, but actually I'm gonna look it up. Dysphoria is basically like discomfort and hatred of yourself to do with your body, and it doesn't just come gender dysphoria, you get body dysphoria as well. But as a transgender person, I struggle with gender dysphoria, and it's basically, I don't know, being uncomfortable in the body you're born as because it doesn't match up with one, well, you know, you're assigned gender at birth to the gender you really identify as. So I was assigned female at birth, I'm male, and I'm uncomfortable with my body because it just doesn't replicate one of a male. So the NHS definition is gender dysphoria is a condition where a person experiences discomfort or distress because there is a mismatch between their biological sex and gender identity. It's sometimes also known as gender incongruence. But yes, so that's basically what dysphoria is, you know, distress, discomfort to do with your body because it just doesn't match one you feel you should have, and I struggle with that quite a lot. I have dysphoria focused on different parts of me, and yes. So with my chest, I bind a lot. I'm binding right now. I bind a lot to try and reduce the uncomfortability I feel about my chest. I have boobs. There's no beating around it. I have boobs and I shouldn't. And the fact that I have boobs makes me really uncomfortable, and I bind probably a lot more than I should. I bind excessively, like from when I get ready in the morning. If it's a weekday, I bind at like 7:30, 20 to 8 to about when I go to sleep, so about 10, 11 at night. It's only recommended to bind for about 12, 14 hours a day at most, or is it 8 to 12? I bind about 14, and so I'm going way over the recommended like time for binding, and yeah, I'm going over recommended time for binding, and I'm fully aware of what overbinding does to you. I mean, it damages your ribs, it can, you know, cause breathing problems, it can damage you like eternally. I know all of this. It is actually in fact damaging my ribs. I will get onto a bit more on it in a bit, but basically it weakens your rib cage and it can cause bruising. I sent some photos to Sophie, my best friend, the other day, to, you know, see if I had any bruising, because I came home and I was still binding, because I always bind, and I was just in a lot of pain and distress and discomfort, a lot more than usual, because I always have a general background pain, to be honest, because I bind too much. But yeah, it was a really bad pain in my ribs, and I took my binder off and looked in the mirror, and I had some light bruising, and just, I think it was like that area there. I get really sensitive sore ribs. I mean, pressing down on them at all like makes them a bit like sore. They're quite sensitive and tender, and yeah, as a result of binding too much, I have a really sensitive spine and ribs, and my ribs are my ribs are sensitive to the point that, like, I feel like I could break them if I get any injury to them. So what I mean by this is my ribs are really fragile, to be honest. My friends and everyone who knows me knows this, because I'm very, like, sensible about my ribs. Sophie's got a little brother who's I don't know how to put this gently. He's mentally disabled, and he doesn't completely understand right and wrong and stuff like that, and so he, not in a violent, aggressive way, but he like tends to hit and kick people and stuff, and whenever he hits my ribs, like, I'm in a lot of pain. It's incredible how much pain I'm in. I have to take like really strong painkillers if like he ever hits my ribs, and when me and Sophie were dating, like, it was a lot more frequent. He doesn't do it so often now, but when me and Sophie were dating, like, I would sometimes cry from the pain because it was just so intensely painful. I can remember one time at school, I was sitting on the floor whilst eating my lunch or something, and someone fell and kicked me in the ribs, and I had to go to A&E because I thought they might genuinely be broken, because binding makes my ribs so sensitive and fragile, and honestly I could break them quite easily. And so yeah, I'm aware of what I'm doing to my body, but dysphoria is just such a massive thing for me that, like, I get good and bad days. On a bad day, on a really bad day, like, I won't be able to look at myself genuinely. I'll close my eyes when I shower or when I get dressed, because I just won't be able to look at my chest without feeling so uncomfortable and hating myself so much for having them. I can't wait till I have top surgery. So that's what it's like on a bad day. On a good day, I won't, I don't know, I'm not too uncomfortable with the fact that I have them. I'll be able to just not bind ridiculously, and it'll be alright. I won't feel like, oh my gosh, I hate myself, look at that, what are you doing there? You know? It won't be like this massive, terrible thing that I'm hating myself for all day. I mean, on, like, I don't know, on an average day when I don't bind, I hold my shirt away from my body like that, so you can't see my, like, boobs at all under it, because I do that around my family in my own home, around anyone on a bad day, because I feel so weird and uncomfortable that they're there. It's just, no, they shouldn't be there. In my head, I should be a guy with flat chest, and I should be able to grow facial hair like all the other guys in my year are starting to do with their sideburns and weird moustache rings, and I should be able to do that. I should have an Adam's apple. I shouldn't have what I have down there. I shouldn't be in this body because it's just wrong. I'm not female. It's weird. I was born to be in this body because I shouldn't have. I should have been born male and I wasn't, and it sucks. I mean, I always, people don't really understand dysphoria and they just blow it off as like something, it's like an insecurity to them, like how you might be insecure about your hair, or you might be insecure about having a slightly bigger nose than everyone else, or something like that. But dysphoria isn't just like an insecurity, it's this feeling of uncomfortability and hatred you harbour for yourself because you're stuck in this body that you shouldn't be in. I mean, I try to make people understand sometimes, and I say to, I don't know, guys who are taking a mick a bit. Like, I mean, how would you like it if you woke up one day and you were stuck in a girl's body and they kind of joke around and they're like, oh yeah, I'd do this to myself and I'd see how it is and I'd love it and like all this, thinking it's a massive joke. But I mean, I want you to really think about this. How would you feel if you are a guy and you woke up one day and you were just trapped in this female's body? You don't know how you got there or why you're there, but nobody seems to recognise you as male. Nobody realises that you're really male. They just treat you like a female. You have this female name you don't really want. You get catcalled by guys, and you have every experience that a female would have. Once a month you bleed. You can't get out of this body no matter what you do, and when you try to change it, like, I don't know, a transgender person would go through gender assignment surgery and start the correct hormones, you're told that you have to wait and there's nothing you can do. You just have to wait for months, maybe years. You might have to wait 1, 2, 5, 10 years to be in the correct body, and you're just basically told, well, until then, good luck. You just gotta wait it out, and you know, you feel uncomfortable because you know inside you're a guy, but nobody else around you knows that you're a guy, so they just treat you like a girl, and it's just really weird and wrong to you, and there's just nothing that can be done. That's what it's like to be a transgender person, but I never got to be male at all. It wasn't one day I woke up and I was female. I've always been female, and I've always been a guy, and I've lived in this body for 16 years now, and I'm still waiting for the correct one. I don't know when I'm going to start testosterone so I can be every other normal guy, although every other normal guy doesn't have to have an injection in their butt, but I don't know when I can get rid of my chest. I shouldn't have ever grown boobs. It's weird that I did. I don't want them. They're not... no. So that's kind of what dysphoria on a general level is like. Just, I'm trapped inside this body I don't want. I've had bad days where it's been so bad I've just kind of looked at my chest. I've seen, like, I don't know, a knife or something, and I've just considered just cutting them off, just detaching them from my body. I've had days where I've wanted to just do that, but I know rationally inside that it wouldn't work. I would either bleed to death or I'd have to get them reattached and it wouldn't work. But I generally hate myself so much for having boobs, you know, this thing that I can't control. And I just feel so uncomfortable with it. There are genuine days where I can't look at them because I hate them so much. It just sucks to just not be in control of your body like this. You know, not be able to be in the body that you want and should be in. So I'm just trapped inside this body that's not correct, and I've got absolutely no power and control over that. I'm just told, wait your turn, and it just sucks, you know. So that's kind of, you know, a bit about dysphoria. I mean, chest dysphoria. You know, I bind so much to have a flat chest that I'm damaging myself willingly and knowingly just because I don't want what I've got so much. And I just wish that there could be like an organ switching thing with transgender people. Like, I can find a trans female and be like, hey, you want boobs? Have mine. Can I have your flat chest? Can I have your penis? Do you want to switch? Like, I don't want this, you can have it. I really don't want this. So, yeah, I know this is a bit of a messy video. They're probably all going to be messy videos like this, but I'm not even the worst case of dysphoria. I have friends who I know have terrible black and blue bruising on their ribs, and they still bind too much in binders that may be kind of terrible quality because their parents don't support them. So they're terrible, like £1. I was joking, you can't buy a binder for £1. But, like, you know, really cheap, terrible quality binders are damaging them because their parents don't support them, and dysphoria is so bad. We don't want to be in these bodies. I don't want boobs. seriously, if there's a trans female watching this, do you want them? Because I don't. Sorry, my dad just offered me a sandwich. So I'm gonna draw this video to a close because I'd love a nice sausage sandwich, you know. But yes, so dysphoria is basically deep uncomfortability in your body, which you can't really control. If you're stuck in the wrong body, tough luck, wait out, mate. And yes, I have such dysphoria for my chest that some days I can't look at it. And I've thought about cutting it off and just, no boobs, yay, then you die because you bleed out and it doesn't work like that. But yes, I've had some pretty weird, messed up thoughts about my boobs just to get rid of them. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to be locked into a mental asylum. But no, I've just thought terrible things, anything that could get rid of my chest, and I don't know, it just really sucks. Like when people tell me, oh, just ignore it, it's fine. Like you'll have them off in a few years. Like think about 5 years, you might have a flat chest by then. Like great. Cheers, Barry from, I don't know any Barrys, but like, you know, thanks. But right now, this day that I'm feeling terrible about it, I still have them, and I can't do anything about it. Like, you're alright, Barry, you got that flat chest, you got a dick, yep, good for you, Barry, but I do not, and I don't want boobs, and I can't just ignore it because they're attached to me and they're there every single day, no matter what I do, because even when I bind, I'm binding right now, they're still in there, still under this vest, they're still in there, and they're not going to go anytime soon. They're not just going to jump off my chest and walk away, I wish, but... So, cheers, Barry, but I can't just ignore it, really. It's not just like an insecurity you can just get over. Someone can tell you you're beautiful and you'll just forget about your nose or your hair that you're a bit worried about. Like, someone can tell me I have small boobs, because to be honest I did. I can't remember what size it was because I don't understand how bras work. But I do have a small chest, but it doesn't really matter because I still have a chest. They're still there and I don't want them to be there. So someone can tell me that it doesn't matter because they're just small, or I'll have them off in a few years and I should just forget about it and distract myself. It doesn't work like that. That's not what dysphoria is. And yeah, I just thought I'd kind of make a video educating a bit more about it. This has gone a lot better than my last video. So there's a bit about chest dysphoria, just my experience anyway. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, cheers guys, I'll see you all later. Bye!